I saw the son. I saw both of them chase him. Then when I drove down there, I can't at this point because I had to turn my vehicle around. So I had to look left to make sure no car cut me. So then I drove down there. When I stopped and asked if they needed help, was everything okay? The son, they was distance apart from Cyrus. Cyrus was in the middle of them, and Mr. Chow was in front of Cyrus. Cyrus was already laying on the ground, and the father was near the position where his head was at.
So let me ask this, just to make sure I'm getting this chronologically correct. Before you drove down there, you saw them run in front of your car.
Yes.
All right. And you saw him fall a couple times.
Yes.
All right. And then as he fell, you saw him, when he fell the final time, can you tell us where they were positioned?
I cannot tell you.
Can you tell us what, if anything, you saw Mr. Chow, the defendant in this case, doing, or his son doing when he fell the final time?
The final time when I saw, he was already moving towards the front of Cyrus.
Okay.
And the son was behind Cyrus, but a little ways off from where Cyrus was at. It's like the son ran up near the curb and stopped. It's like he didn't move no further.
And you saw Cyrus fall the final time?
I did.
Was he ever pointing towards them or doing anything towards them that you could see?
No, that I could see, no.
And did you ever see anything in his hand?
I did not.
So when you actually went down to the scene, you said you drove down there. Did you at some point engage or have a conversation? Well, let me change this around a little bit. What is it that you saw when you finally got down to the scene? You said that you saw Cyrus on the ground. Tell me what was going on.
When I got down there, Mr. Chow was down on his knees. Cyrus was on his back. And Mr. Chow has his hand out. And I asked, where'd the blood come from? Are you bleeding? Are you hurt? I said, who's hurt? And he said, him. So I looked at Cyrus and I said, where? Where? Because I didn't see no blood in it. And so by then there was another female, and Mr. Chow, they rolled him over and they raised his shirt up. And I saw the hole in the back. And they rolled him back over and I cleared. By then he had leaves in his mouth, and I cleared the way because he had started making gurgling. So I thought he was trying to breathe. So I was trying to clear him so he can breathe. And I told them to, the female, and to do, because I didn't know how to do CPR. So I told them to do CPR because he's trying to breathe. And I told him to do CPR. So the young lady started doing chest compression. And Mr. Chow was getting CPR mouth to mouth to him. And I just told him to keep on.
And you tried to do what you could to help with the situation after Cyrus had been shot?
Yes.
Do you know who shot Cyrus?
I don't know who shot, but I know when I went down there, when I turned my car around, went down there and stopped, Mr. Chow was in a shooting stance where he's standing upright with his legs, and he had his arms like this.
Like, can you stand and demonstrate to the jury what you mean by shooting stance? And hold on for a minute. Let me move this. May she come down again, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
When I drove down there and stopped, the scene was over here, and I rolled down my window, and he was in a stance like this.
And what did you do when you saw Mr. Chow in a stance like that, the defendant, Mr. Chow, in a stance like that?
I asked him, was everything okay? And he said, no. Call 911.
And is that what you did?
Yes, I had my family in the car, so I needed to get them out of danger and drove them up to the next apartment lot. And then I ran back down. And as I was going up, though, I was calling 911, but I was so nervous because I needed to get back down there and help them. And I just gave the phone to my daughter because I couldn't get the information out.
Court's indulgence, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to show you what's been marked. Slide 20 of State Exhibit number 4. You can take a look at that, please. 21. I'm sorry, slide 21 of State Exhibit number 4. So we loop back a little bit just to go back to the beginning of this. What is it that you saw there? You talk about a shoe?
Shoe came on.
Okay, and that's what you saw?
I saw him run. He had on the red, bright red
Could you see?
sweatshirt, so I was able to see him. But I saw a shoe that's white, and it just flew off as he was running.
Could you see his face?
I saw his face.
Tell me what you saw.
He just looked frightened, scared. He looked like he needed help.
And how is it that you could say he looked frightened and scared? How do you say that?
The way his eyes was just like a young child, just in trouble, just needed help. He just looked scared. It just in his eyes.
And is that what compelled you to do a
Yes.
little bit more?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because it's like one of my grandkids, one of my kids, just looked scared, and I just had to help. I could not do nothing. I could not do nothing. My daughter wanted me to. I could not. The best thing I could do was just get my family out the way. And I didn't mind if I got hurt, but I needed my family out the way, and I had to go down there and help them.
And that's what you did?
And that's what I did.
And later you had an opportunity to speak to law enforcement about what you did?
Yes.
You did that. And let's just be clear, you're not any relation to anybody in this case, correct?
No.
You were with your family.
Yes.
And you watched all of these things unfold.
Yes.
Court's indulgence. Just to be clear, as you, your daughter, and grandkids were in that parking lot, you watched Cyrus run by, what, if anything, was in his hands?
I saw his backpack on his back, but I didn't see anything in his hand.
And as he ran down Spring Street, what was in his hands?
I didn't see anything in his hand.
And as he fell multiple times, what was in his hands?
I didn't see anything in his hand.
And from your vantage point, you feel certain you would have seen if something was in his hands?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
Cross-examination.
Good afternoon.
I know this was a startling event, but I need to ask you some questions. all right?
Yes, sir.
Now, you testified that you were with your daughter, you went to this store to purchase something, a drink or something, is that correct?
We was going there to purchase that, but we never made it inside.
And we've seen a video of your automobile, BMW SUV, I think you said, turn off of Park Lane onto Spring Tree, and then you say you immediately pulled into the parking lot of the station.
Yes.
And maybe when we get this going. Technology. In a moment, when we get this figured out, I'll ask you some questions about this. But now, your SUV, you were riding with, where was your daughter? And your daughter's name is Kennedy?
Kennedy,
All right. And how old is she?
30. She's old. She's 30.
Don't say that's old.
She's not a baby.
She's a young lady, but she was seated in the passenger seat of your automobile. Is that right?
No, Kennedy was behind me. My granddaughter was on the passenger side.
All right. So which side of the automobile was she sitting?
She's directly behind me.
And are your the windows in your vehicle are tinted?
Yes, they are.
And so, let me ask you to step down again. Let me get this for you. Watch that. And our solicitor has hidden the pointer. Oops, there it is. So, as you did before, would you reach up there and show the jury where your vehicle was?
Yes, I pulled off Spring Tree onto here.
Okay. So up beyond that bush, perhaps?
Right there.
All right. And so your view would have been down the road, and so as you testified, you watched through your window. Windows were rolled up in your vehicle, I think?
Yes, they're legally tinted though, they're not.
Okay. And the three people you saw run past you, would you kind of give the jury an indication with your pointer there where they ran by you, past you?
Well, as I was pulling off, Cyrus was just stepping off all the steps and he started running. So Cyrus were here and the other two gentlemen was just past my vehicle here.
Okay.
The shoe flew off. The lady came and picked it up.
All right.
I saw them go down because I had backed up.
And let me ask you, stop you there. You saw the shoe come off somewhere around that red car? Or
I don't recall. I don't recall.
do you recall?
I recall the shoe flying off. I saw that. I saw the lady come and pick it up.
All right. But that was sometime later that she came and picked it up? Or
Yes, they was already off the
All
other.
right. And did you see the gentleman you're calling Cyrus, did you see him throw 2 cell phones away?
No.
Didn't see that.
No.
You see him throw anything else away?
No, I did not. I didn't see anything in his hand.
Okay. Now, if you'll point up on that, you have to take a step up to get there.
Okay.
Point about where you believe that Mr. Belton, that's the person we're calling Cyrus, where his injury would have been. Where was it that you saw him being shot?
Ran across the street. This is the where he tripped at. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in here. I can't like. But he tripped and then he went down and then shot it. I dropped in. He went down. And then
So your recollection is that it wasn't all the way there, it was much closer?
I cannot.
And I understand.
Yes, because
All right.
he ran across the street.
All right, if you'll have a seat, ma'am.
Yes.
Are you aware that the sheriff's department indicates that the distance from the store to where Mr. Belton tripped and fell was 130 yards? Are you aware of that?
No, but when I was down there, when I looked back up at the store, I myself just saw like the tip of the store. I couldn't see the whole store itself. So the distance, I don't know, but I know when I looked up there at the store myself, I just saw like the tip of the store. So it was kind of, I couldn't see. You could see the lot and the store. You can like see.
But your view through your rolled up window was 130 yards.
I don't know the distance. I'm not,
Let's go back to when the 3 individuals ran past you. You didn't know who these people were.
No.
You did not know what was happening.
No.
You told the jury you didn't see anything in the first person's hands, the person we know to be, you were calling Cyrus.
No, I didn't see anything in his
So
hand.
nothing in his hands, didn't see him throw anything away, you just saw him step out of a shoe?
I saw him running, and when his leg went back, his shoe flew off. So I didn't see him throw anything. I didn't see a cell phone.
And was he carrying the backpack, or did he have it looped in his arms in a backpack traditional position?
I don't think I can't recall if it was looped in his arm. I didn't see that running like that. I thought it was on his back, and I was sure because
You certainly didn't know that he had a 9mm pistol
No, I did
hidden in
not.
his clothing
I did not.
in the front of his. Remember what he was wearing?
Yes, it was a bright red sweatshirt. He had on some darker jeans and some white tennis shoes. Was white, and sweatshirt was red.
Do you remember that it had a big pocket on the front?
I can't recall seeing a pocket. If
Now,
it did, I
the
wouldn't know.
second and the third people who were pursuing him or following him. Let's not confuse you or the jury. The first person you were calling Cyrus.
Yes.
The second person, do you now understand what his name was? Andy?
The son?
Yes.
Okay.
That second person you saw?
I saw, I guess, Andy and Mr. Chow.
All right. Well, you saw Andy running after Cyrus.
Both
Yes.
of them. Yeah.
And Andy had nothing in his hands,
I can't recall what they had in their hand.
so you didn't notice whether he had anything.
I didn't notice if he had anything in his hand.
And the third person was the father, Mr. Chow, the gentleman seated over here.
Yes.
You recognize him today?
Yes. I recognize him from
And
the
he
store.
also didn't have anything in his hands, did he?
I didn't see anything in his hand.
All right. And he was following his son. He was behind his son, wasn't he? As the videos have indicated.
Yes. But it seemed like, well, in my view, it just seemed like they was running, so whether side by side or behind, but they
And
was
so
running after
you
him.
testified
Did
that,
you finish? your
I'm sorry,
statement or
I
question?
apologize for interrupting. Please
Thank
finish. Do you remember what you were saying when I interrupted you?
You repeat the question and I can answer again.
Well, you saw, I think I asked, you saw nothing in Mr. Chow's hands. And
That's
he was,
correct. I didn't see anything in his hand.
and he was following his son. He was behind his son. As, and I said before you answered, as indicated on videos that could have been seen.
Yes. What I saw, I just saw them running. I don't know who was in front, behind, I don't know. They was together running. That's what I saw.
And so then you saw the three of them proceed down the street 130 yards, or whatever the distance was. And you
Yes.
say that then you saw the person you're calling Cyrus fall.
He tripped over the curb
Okay. All right.
and went down and proceeded to get back up, and then he went down. He didn't get all the way up.
And you weren't able at that distance to see what he tripped on, were you?
He tripped over the curb. I saw that.
And when he began to get up, were you able at 130 yards to see that he had a gun in his hand?
No,
You couldn't see whether he had anything in his hand or not. could you?
no.
You remember that, you remember seeing Andy Chow when
Yes.
this young man fell? Do you remember seeing him backing up into the middle of the street?
No. When I saw him, he was just standing still. I didn't see him back up.
In the middle of the street?
He was just standing still near the curb.
Okay. And you had no idea at that point that Cyrus had a 9mm pistol in
No.
his hand? When you saw him fall, you saw everyone stop. All three of them stopped.
Saw him. I don't know what they was doing. I saw my eyes was focused on him because of the red sweatshirt. I can't recall if they was backing up, whatever, but I saw him trip over the curb, get back up, and then trip again, and he went down. And that's when I went
Well,
down.
when he fell, neither of the Chows jumped on him, did they?
I didn't see it. I didn't see him jump on him. No.
Okay. They didn't touch him. They didn't jump on him. They
I don't
didn't
know.
attack him, in other words.
There was a time period where I had turned my vehicle around and I had to look left to make sure no car was coming. So whatever happened in that short period of time for me to look left and turn it back and go, I don't know what happened.
Well, that's not the time period I'm asking you about. I'm asking you about what you've testified about. That when you saw him fall, neither of the Chows jumped on that young man when he fell.
No, I didn't see them jumping on him. No.
And the second time you say he tripped or fell, you don't know whether maybe that's when he was shot. You don't know.
I don't know.
In fact, you never heard a gunshot, did you?
I did not.
And when he fell the second time, or went down the second time, you did not see either Chow advance on him, attack him, did you?
I did not.
Now, The solicitor asked you about speaking to the sheriff's department. You went to the Richland County Sheriff's Department at their request
Yes.
and gave an interview.
Yes.
In that interview, you mentioned, and it is correct, that you and your daughter participated in a 911 call.
Yes.
The 911 call was made after the second time Cyrus fell down.
Yes.
And in that Sheriff's Department interview, you indicated, as you said today, you were right there, let's see, you were right there in that spot, though you, in the 911 call, you were not able to exactly explain where you were. You knew you were at the intersection of the corner of this gas station.
I could not, because I was just so frantic at that moment. I could not recall the street I was on, and I was nervous, and I handed the phone to my daughter to finish the conversation with her.
And so you never saw a gun in anybody's hands.
No.
And when you mentioned you turned your car around, you drove down, and you drove past where, well, you stopped where this, where the young man was, and Mr. Chow and his son,
Yes.
and you rolled the window down, I think you said.
Yes.
And Mr. Chow, this gentleman, the first thing he said to you was, call 911.
After I asked him, was everything okay? He said, no, call 911.
And again, you didn't know there was a gunshot.
No.
You and your daughter went up to what, one of the parking lots,
Yes.
turned in and pulled over and parked,
Yes.
and you walked back down.
I ran down.
Random. And your daughter as well.
My daughter after me did.
Okay. And when you got down there, you saw Mr. Chow, this gentleman, Mr. Chow. You saw him giving this young man, you saw him down on his knees giving this young man mouth to mouth.
No, sir.
Well, don't you recall telling the sheriff's deputy when you were interviewed on, let's see, July 25th, roughly a month after this, that you watched Rick doing mouth to mouth and saw the brown stuff came out. And then you watched him try to do mouth to mouth again.
No, sir. When I went down there, he was on his knee.
Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow was on his knee. By then, another young lady came down, and she was on my left-hand side. She went down on her knee. I asked him about the blood on his hand, because someone was injured. I need to know who was injured. I asked him, was he okay? Are you hurt? Who's hurt? And he said, him. I looked over at Cyrus, down at Cyrus. I didn't see no blood nowhere. So I'm trying to figure out where does blood come from? Who's hurt? And that's when they both rolled him over. I saw the hole in his back and just a little blood around it. They rolled him back over. I got the leaves out of his mouth, and I told him they need to do, because I could not do CPR. I asked them to do it. The young lady started doing the chest compression. He started doing mouth to mouth.
Okay, so he Mr. Chow did indeed give attempted life-saving measures, including mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, right there on his knees in front of you, trying to save this young boy's life. Even to the extent,
Yes.
even to the extent of that young man aspirating or vomiting. Mr. Chow cleared his mouth and then proceeded to go back to a
There's no
mouth to
testimony
mouth.
about him aspirating and vomiting.
Sorry?
Your Honor, I believe the testimony is in the record. The commentary.
I'll allow a question.
It was not pretty. And you yourself did not, do you know how to give mouth-to-mouth
I did
resuscitation?
not know. That bothers me today. That I could not help him. And the only thing I could do was just clear his mouth with the leaves, and I couldn't do anything else but to stay there with him because he didn't have nobody there with him. I tried.
But Mr. Chow did apparently give mouth-to-mouth resuscitative efforts to save his life,
He did.
right there in front. That's all we have, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything on redirect?
Yes, sir. You need a moment?
I'm fine.
I'm sorry we got to rehash this without be quick. So, Mr. McCullough just mentioned that this, the defendant, Mr. Chow, was giving life. He was trying to save this young man's life, is what he said, right? And that's after he shot him in the back, right?
Well, Your Honor, I object to that because this is redirect. She's already said she didn't see a gun, didn't see a shot fired.
Come on.
Go ahead and ask the question and see where.
Okay. So, Mr. McCullough asked, or he said you went through this long litany about what happened right there, and said that the defendant, Mr. Chow, Rick Chow, was giving him mouth-to-mouth, trying to save this child's life. And that was
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize.
and that was after Rick Chow had shot him in the back.
Yes.
And who did you see standing in a shooting position out of anybody of the three people who ran in front of your car?
I saw Mr. Chow.
The defendant, Rick Chow?
Yes, sir.
The man sitting right there?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, you said that you clearly saw Cyrus didn't have anything in his hands, right?
I did not see anything in his hand.
You never saw him pointing, turning towards them.
I did not.
He was running the entire time.
Yes, sir.
And when he ran by you, he looked scared.
He did.
And who was running behind him?
Mr. Chow and his son, I believe.
And did you ever see Cyrus turn around and confront them?
No.
Kept running away from them,
Yes.
and they continued pursuing him the entire time.
Yes.
Now, also in questioning, Mr. McCullough said you didn't see a gun because he had it hidden in the front pocket.
I didn't see no gun.
Okay. Was that because it was hidden in the front pocket?
I didn't see no gun.
And have you seen somebody shot, killed, or dying in front of you like that before?
No.
And you were a little bit frantic, is the word you used?
Yes.
A little bit upset.
Yes.
Did you do the best that you could to tell the police what you saw?
I did.
And at the end of the day, you didn't see a gun in Cyrus's hands. And that'd be a yes or no, ma'am?
I didn't see a gun.
Okay, did not see a gun.
I did not see a gun.
All right, thank you. That's all my question.
You recall?
Nope. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Carson.
You step down, Mr. Carson. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Carter.
All right. Y'all got it.
I do your, Mayor Roach.
Yeah, y'all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. I know y'all had a break when we were discussing the matter. Well, none of us have had one yet. So we're going to take our afternoon break for, let's just say 10 minutes. We'll be back out about around between 4:20 and 4:25. We'll be here. Again, don't discuss the schedule.
Any other questions?
Get right up on the mic. Does it work on better?
It's all the way up. But it may stop freezing. Like you hear that? But it'll count.
Yeah, I just don't think that speaker's working. I'm not hearing it. I mean, I hear it there.
Jury's present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. All right, so let's start again, please.
State calls Kennedy Carson.
Put your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand and face the prayer.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this case will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Please have a seat in the witness stand. State your full name for the record. Please spell your first name.
First name Kennedy, K-I-N-N-E-D-Y.
Please go down. So, again, your name is Kennedy Carson.
Correct.
And so just to kind of move a little bit, well, I'll give you a couple core kind of procedural pieces, then I'll try to speed the process along a little bit. So you got a court reporter sitting next to you, so just need you to speak loudly enough. And if you would, I know it's normal to nod your head or say mm-hmm or mm-mm, but if you'll say yes or no, just so that we can take it down properly and that everybody on the jury can understand what you're saying.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So your mother is Lori Carson. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And you're three siblings.
I have 3 siblings. I'm
Okay.
her
Where
firstborn.
are you in the fold?
I'm her firstborn.
All right. So the more bossy one.
Yes.
All right. Did you grow up around here?
Yes, I did.
What high school?
Spring Valley.
All right. So you grew up on the northeast side?
Yes, sir.
Are you slightly familiar with the northeast side of Columbia?
Very familiar.
All right. Are you any relation to anybody in this case?
No.
And in fact, you're under subpoena to be here today.
Yes.
All right. Were you a witness to some matters that took place back in May of 2023?
Yes.
All right. In May of 2023, were you working?
Yes.
What were you doing at that point?
May of 2023, I was working for TD Bank still in lockbox services.
Okay. And your experiences at TD Bank, you just talk about some of the roles you've had there before.
I've been a teller, customer service representative, IT specialist. Now I'm a lockbox processor.
All right. So you've been there for quite some time.
Yes.
And you dealt with the public. You dealt with multiple roles at TD Bank.
Yes.
All right. Now, back in 2023, May of 2023, where were you living?
Greenbrier Apartments.
All right. And is that in Columbia area, Richland County?
Yes, it is.
Can you give us a little bit better vantage point of where that is in Columbia?
Off of the Spring Tree Road, Park Lane, Spring Tree, I believe.
Okay. Now, I'm going to show you it's already been marked stage 15. Okay. I'm going to hand that over to you. Take a look at that if you would for a moment. And see if you can familiarize yourself with that photograph. Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Tell me what that looks to be.
This looks like Spring Tree Road, and the beginning of the photo is Park Lane.
And is that the vicinity that you lived?
Yes.
All right. Can we publish that on the big screen, please? There we go. All right, so you said, and if I could have the witness step down briefly, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay. Careful, what you step coming down, please. So come on down here if you would. If you look up top, you can give you this pointer. Tell us about what we're talking about. If you can walk me through as I ask you a couple of these questions.
Okay.
All right, so you said, show us Spring Street Road if you can from here.
This road here?
That's Spring Street? And the one that runs perpendicular directly in front of that is what?
This is Park Lane.
All right. And you were living about where back in 2023?
Greenbrier is back that way.
Okay. So I'll say at the top of the screen is the Greenbrier apartment complex?
Yes.
And that's where you were living back in 2023?
Yes.
All right. You could have a seat, please. Thank you, ma'am. Looks like the music. So if we concentrate specifically on May 28, 2023, can you give the jury an idea of what you were doing that day?
We had just came back from seeing The Little Mermaid.
So tell me who we is.
My mother, my daughter, and my niece.
Okay. So you had gone to see The Little Mermaid?
Yes.
And tell us what was happening at that point.
As far as when we were coming back home,
Yes, when you were coming, what were your plans for the evening after seeing Little Mermaid?
okay, my mom was dropping me off, but I didn't have anything to drink at the house, so I was going to stop by the corner store right there, that Shell station, to grab something to drink.
Okay. Now you said the corner store, excuse me, the Shell station. Again, I'm showing council states 28, and I'm sorry, states 18 and 16, which are already in evidence. So you talked about a corner store. Let me show you states 16 and 18 and tell me if you're familiar with those.
Yes.
And tell me what you're seeing in those photos. And you can actually look it up. The screen, I believe, it may be up in a moment. Now, publish that.
This is the Shell gas station.
Okay. And so that first, may I have those? Thank you, ma'am. So that first video that we showed was an aerial view, meaning a kind of a bird's eye view of it. This is closer in. This is the Shell station that you were going to that particular day that states 16?
Yes.
All right. And did you go to that Shell station often?
Yes.
All right. Now, about how many times, if you could just kind of count in your head roughly, how many times you've been inside that Shell station?
I can't count on my hands. It's been too many. I've lived in that area for over 3 years. So that was the gas station I frequent.
Okay.
So,
And so having been in there before, you'd kind of had a chance to walk and look around the store, is that fair?
yes.
All right. And was there anything about the decorations in that store or the pictures in that store that would bring your attention to things?
What's alarming is when you walk in the store, you see all the photos on the wall.
Okay, so let me show you what's been marked as State Exhibit number 52. Okay. Take a look at this and tell me if you recognize if you're familiar with that view.
Yes.
Tell me what you're seeing generally.
The clerk stand and the photos.
Okay, and you see several photos, correct?
Yes.
All right, may I have that back? And there's stage 52 that is up on that board, the photos that you're talking about above the clerk's head. Is that a fair and accurate representation of what you would see on a daily basis or however often you shopped in that convenience store?
Yes.
All right. Did you have a chance to have conversations with the clerks and people who were in that store?
Yes.
Do you see any of them sitting in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Who do you see sitting in the courtroom if you know a name?
Mr. Chow.
And where is he seated?
He's seated over there.
And again, let the record reflect that the defendant, the witness is pointed out, Mr. Chow.
Yes.
Okay, the defendant in this case. All right, so if we focus on the 28th, you were heading home that evening, is what you said. What kind of vehicle were you guys riding in?
BMW X5.
Okay, BMW X5?
Yes.
And that was your mom's car?
Yes, it was.
And you said your daughter was in the car, you were in the car?
Yes.
Where was everybody positioned inside of that car?
My mother was driving. My niece was in the passenger seat up front. Me and my daughter were in the back seat.
Okay. And you were, so again, you said you're in the back seat. I'd like to, and what, if anything, occurred as you were coming home and turning on the Spring Tree to go to that store?
We pulled into the gas station. As we were pulling in, Cyrus was running out, and behind Cyrus was his son and Mr. Chow.
Okay. So I'd like to show slide number 20 of State's Exhibit number 4. So tell us if you recognize a vehicle that you would have been traveling in on May 28, 2023.
Just passing right there.
Okay. And when you say right there, do you need to step down or can I, is that the one that's, there's a...
I can describe it. There's a red sign in front of the car, and then we are right behind that red sign there.
Okay. And so as you pulled into that gas, did you take a ride into the gas station?
Yes.
All right, and what did you observe when you took a ride into the gas station?
Cyrus was running out. His shoe had fell off, and he was holding his pants up with one hand and pumping his arms with the other.
All right. And when you said he was running out, you said there were people behind him. Do you recognize in this courtroom anybody who was behind him?
Yes.
Tell us who you recognized.
Mr. Chow.
All right. The defendant, Mr. Chow? Rick
Yes.
Chow? All right. Now, I'd like to show, let's see this. And tell us, what was Cyrus, what was his demeanor as he was running away?
His eyes were big. He was running pretty fast.
Okay. Was it a casual stroll like he walking through the park?
No.
Describe or show the jury, if you could, with your hands what you were observing as Cyrus came out of that store.
Cyrus was holding his pants up like this, pumping his arms like this.
You said you saw a shoe.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Explain that a little bit more.
Before he hit Spring Tree Road, his shoe had fell off.
I'd like to show slide 21 of State's Exhibit number 4.
Wait, 6. Can you do that one?
on slide 21 of 6, exhibit number 4, did you see a shoe?
Yes.
Okay. And is that a fair and accurate representation of what you viewed as you and your family were in that car pulling into the gas station?
Yes.
Can you describe about, although it doesn't seem to be in the video, where you all would have been positioned, where your car would have been so you could see those things?
Oh, goodness. This car is kind of in the way, but we were at the corner at the end of this parking lot area. That makes sense.
And what was Rick Chow doing at that point, the defendant Rick Chow?
He was running behind his son.
And the son, meaning Andy Chow?
Yes.
All right. We show states, slide 27, I apologize, from states exhibit number 4. Can you describe, well, first of all, does that vehicle look familiar to you?
Yes.
Whose vehicle is that?
That's my mother's.
All right. And you were inside of that vehicle?
Yes, I am.
Tell us what you saw.
So Cyrus was running out, his shoe came off. He was pumping his arms and holding his pants with the other arm. He crossed the street and he tripped over the curb. At that time, he got back up. I see Mr. Chow step out. He had his arms up. And then we see Cyrus fall again to the ground. He kind of like crawled, basically, to the place where he passed.
And I'm going to go back through that with you slowly. I want to show you something real quick before we go to this next portion. I'm going to show you states, exhibits, and pre-marked is 72. It's not another shit, y'all. Okay. Take a look at that if you will, please. And does that look familiar to you?
Yes.
Tell me what it looks to be a still shot of.
It looks to see, there's a still shot of Andy in front of his father and me and my family in the car. And Andy and his father are running.
Is it fair to say it's a still shot of the video we just watched?
Yes.
All right. I'd like to enter state 72 in the evidence.
Objection?
No objection.
Order be state 72 without objection.
May we publish that, please?
Yes, sir.
So as Andy and Rick are running after Cyrus, you said you saw the shoe come off.
Yes.
You said that you saw a little bit farther down the road Cyrus trip or fall multiple times?
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit more. You said that you saw him standing. Go back through that. I do not want to put words in your mouth.
I'm sure. So we pull in. We stop right where you see us. They run across. Cyrus trips over the curb. He gets back up. We see Mr. Chow go and step out, put his arms up. And Cyrus trips again and kind of gets back up, but he's like a crawl to where he passed away.
What, if anything, did you see in Cyrus Carmack Belton's hands when he ran past you?
Nothing. So when he was in the parking lot, well, running out the parking lot, he had his like book bag right here. When he tripped the first time, he didn't have his book bag anymore. When he was in the parking lot running, he was pumping his arms. It was visible that he was running.
And from your vantage point, could you see if there was anything in his hands?
There wasn't anything in his hands.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as state's exhibit number 20. Can I hand that to you?
Yes, sir.
Does that vantage point look familiar to you?
Yes.
Is that where you observed all of the goings on Spring Tree Road?
Yes.
On May 28, 2023?
Yes.
Is that where you just testified you saw Rick Chow, the defendant in this case, and his son Andy chasing after Cyrus?
Yes.
Is that where you saw that shoe fly off?
Yes.
Is that where you saw Cyrus fall and the backpack fell?
Yes.
Is that where you saw after he tripped, he meaning Cyrus tripped over that curb, Rick do some kind of motion with his hands?
Yes.
John, I'm going to object to the leading.
Sustained.
Come on, thank you.
What did you see him do with his hands at that point in time? Him meaning the defendant, Rick Chow.
Okay. So after Cyrus tripped, he had his hands like this. You know, if I can.
Let me move this down. Can the witness step down here? Sure. Come on down, please. I'm going to step in front of you first. Thank you. All right, please continue.
Okay. If the jury is my vantage point this way.
Okay. And, excuse me, so defendant child is right here, so where was Cyrus positioned?
Cyrus was in front of him.
Okay.
With a turn. We're all facing the same
Will
way.
you turn me in the direction of where Cyrus would have been facing Rick Bond?
Yeah. Maybe a little lower because he had tripped and he was coming back up. Yeah.
More like that?
Yes, sir.
Or tell
Well,
me.
you can lead with words and you can lead with actions, and I object to either way. Being done by the solicitor.
Your Honor, she said lower, and I got lower. So if I'm getting lower, more like this or more like this?
More like that.
All right. And so is that when you tell us what you saw when you saw him lower in the position that I was just in?
So he tripped and was coming back up.
All right, so I'm positioning myself again, somewhere in here.
Yes. He was on his way back up. Mr. Chow was already like this.
Did you see Cyrus Carmack Belton turn around at any point?
No.
Did you see him point anything at Rick Chow or Andy Chow at any point?
No.
Did you hear anything?
There was a lot going on. My mom was in the car
I
and
never seen him, sorry.
my mom was in the car a little hysterical. She said, "Is that a gunshot?" And I didn't really want to be involved with this. And I was like, "No, that wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot." We had the windows rolled up, and so it was muffled. But yeah.
But even with the windows being rolled up and it being muffled, did that interrupt what you saw with your eyes?
No.
From the vantage point that you saw it?
No.
Now, your mother eventually, excuse me, drove down to the incident location.
Yes.
All right, and came back. Was there a conversation of some sort that took place between she and anybody
Yes.
while you guys were still in the car?
Yes.
Okay, who did she speak with?
Mr. Chow.
All right, and did she come back to the scene for a brief moment?
Yeah, she circled around. So after the incident took place, she drove down some, and she asked Mr. Chow, "Did anybody need help? Is anybody hurt?"
So don't tell me what he said, but after that conversation, the driving took place?
Yes, and she turned back around. We turned around and parked.
May I show slide number 30 of defense exhibit number 4. What do you see there?
That's my mom whipping the car around.
Who do you see walking past that car?
I guess that's Miss Chow. I'm not too familiar with her.
All right. And is that the point you went back down to the scene?
Yes.
All right. And what happened when you went back down to the scene? I think you said, I don't want to put words in your mouth, did you say you parked?
Yes, we parked.
Okay, all right. And after you parked, what happened? Let's talk generally about what happened now. Be careful, don't tell me what other people said, but just tell me what you did.
We parked. My mom hopped out. I hopped out the car, and we went down to the scene.
Okay. What did you observe with your eyes?
Mr. Chow was sitting over Cyrus. Yeah, he wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting there.
And did you interact with, what was the scene like? What was the scene like when you were out there?
My mom made it down there before me, and when I was walking down, there was another young lady. We kind of just walked down at the same time.
Okay. What was Cyrus doing?
Cyrus was laying there.
What was defendant Rick Chow doing?
He was just sitting there, just looking at him.
What, if anything, was the son doing, Andy Chow?
He was standing off. He didn't move after the incident happened. He was still.
Did you observe anything around the scene?
There was a gun by a tree over there. Cyrus didn't have his book bag. And it was Mr. Chow and Cyrus over there. Yeah.
And do you know who that gun belonged to?
No.
Did you see a gun in Cyrus's hand at any point in time?
No.
Court's indulgence.
Yes, sir.
Now, a couple more questions. Could you tell any type of just the sizes of the people who were involved in this entire incident that we're talking about?
Sure.
Okay, tell us what you could observe.
Andy is much taller than his father. Cyrus is much shorter than Andy. Yeah.
Now, you've, and I don't want to make this personal, so I'll try to ask this as gingerly as I can. How old did Cyrus look?
I thought Cyrus was like 16. Yeah, I thought he was 16.
He looked like a grown man?
No, he looked like a child.
So all the questions I have this time here.
We have slide 27, your slide 27. One you had up on the screen. It's maybe just put a still, but it's the child's going across the parking lot. It's on 72. No, it's not that. Mr. Carson, let me show you what the state put up as 72. So that's your automobile that you were in.
Yes.
Where were you in that automobile?
I'm in the back seat. It would be on the passenger side.
Passenger side.
Yes.
So that would be to the left side.
Well, the right side is the passenger side.
Okay.
So, all right. So are you on the left side?
I'm
or
on
right
the,
side?
I'm in the back seat on the right side.
Okay. And this photograph states Exhibit 72. Is that pretty much the way the thing looked that evening?
Yes.
And it was that dark? It was 8 o'clock at night,
It was bright outside.
bright outside. Okay. And you know the distance? Well, your automobile stopped in the parking lot, yes?
Yes, well, right, turning into the entrance.
Okay, and there was a bush there on the side, and you pulled up to that bush,
Yes.
and you saw these three people run past.
Yes.
And nobody had a gun.
No.
You heard no yelling, no cursing.
No.
You just saw three people run past.
Yes.
Now, you said that you saw the first person who you described as called Cyrus. You described that he appeared to be pulling up his pants.
Holding his pants.
Could he have been holding a pistol in his waistband?
No.
How do you know?
You seen the pants in his hand.
I see. Well, didn't he have a long hoodie on, red hoodie?
He had a hoodie on. You're still holding your pants. You can still see him holding his pants.
Did you know he had a pistol?
No.
You didn't know anybody else had a pistol?
No.
And the windows in your vehicle were rolled up.
I'm sorry?
The windows in the vehicle that you were in were rolled up.
Yes, they were.
And you saw Cyrus's shoe come off.
Yes.
Did you see him throw things left and right as
No.
he ran across the parking lot?
No.
Didn't see him throw cell phones.
No.
Did you see him throw the backpack down the road?
He didn't throw the backpack. He tripped and fell. When he got back up, the backpack wasn't on him anymore.
Had it been on his shoulders?
It was on the shoulder.
Okay. And now, the distance from where your vehicle was, and your vehicle stayed in the same stationary position, same spot, until after he fell down. Is that correct?
Yes.
And fell down and didn't get up.
Correct.
All right. And would it surprise you to know that that's 130 yards?
Okay.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't quarrel with that number, would you?
I wouldn't know the distance. And I seen it.
So it's longer than a football field. So if you're standing at one end of a football field, it's even further than that.
I can see down a football field.
Okay. But as you described and exhibited here, these people that were 130 yards away, Mr. Chow had his back to you, as did, you couldn't see Mr. Belton, you couldn't see what he had in his hands, could you?
I seen what Cyrus had in his hands when he ran across
Right,
our
you didn't have
car.
anything in his hands, that's not my question.
When he got back up from tripping, his hands were, he was like crawling when he crawled, so his hands were on the ground.
All right. But when he started to get up, and you said, I think in your, you and your mother made a 911 call, didn't you?
Yes.
You remember telling the dispatcher he might have got shot, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was a lot going on. I was processing my emotions.
You remember telling the dispatcher that you believed he might have stolen something.
That's what was being said.
You told the dispatcher, I don't know who shot him.
I did say I don't know who shot him.
You so you also testified a few moments ago that, let's see, that you saw him trip multiple times
Correct. He tripped twice.
and crawl to where he passed.
Correct.
You did not include that detail in your 911 call.
I didn't.
Do you remember talking to officers, Officer Carter, I believe? or Deputy, I believe it's English or Carter. Do you remember speaking to officers at the scene?
Yes.
You didn't include that detail. You never told either one of them that you saw this gun, that you saw him shot and crawled to where he died. You didn't include that in your explanation to them of what you've just seen, and this was something that was moments before.
Yes, I did.
Well, you think you did?
I know I did.
Well, I'll be happy for you to find it in this transcript, but if you think you did, you think you did.
I think I did. Yeah, I
And-
know I did.
When you went to the sheriff's department on July the 25th of 2023, did you tell that detail to that investigator as well?
I was asked far as vantage point. I wasn't asked what happened.
In fact, nobody asked you any questions about what happened.
No, they wanted to know vantage point of where I was.
They wanted
And
you to draw a diagram, didn't they?
Your Honor, could you
Yes.
finish
Go ahead.
That's one, please.
Sorry.
Please let her finish.
All right. They asked you to draw a diagram?
yes,
Did they question you about anything about what you saw?
no.
Did they question you about how far away you were?
They asked where I was and to draw the vantage point of what I seen.
Okay. And you didn't volunteer anything like you've testified to today?
No.
So before I sit down, let me get one more clarification here. When you saw these three people run past your vehicle, did you know that the third person in line, the person following the tall, younger man, was Mr. Chow?
Yes,
You knew him to be the store owner.
yes,
But in the 911 call, you recall saying, I don't know who shot him.
yes, I said that. I was processing. I didn't want to be involved. When my mom stopped the vehicle, I told her to keep going because I did not want to be involved. My mom called 911 and she handed me the phone.
Okay.
And my mom has been hysterical in the back. And I know I have to be calm and process what I see. I did not want to be involved. That's the reason why I said, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I didn't want to be involved.
But in the 911 call and on the scene, you didn't tell the police that you saw Mr. Chow shoot anybody.
I didn't want to be involved. I was made to be involved.
Thank you.
Anything on the brief redirect?
Yes, sir. Now, there's a set of questions about the statement that you gave. Isn't it true that you gave a statement to the police, a written statement, on the 28th
Yes.
of May 2023?
Yes, they called me back. I went home and they called me back to make the statement.
Chow. Just make sure we get it right. 82. 82. Thank you. Thank you. Now you asked a series of questions. I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 82 for ID purposes only. Take a look at that and tell us if you recognize that document. You recognize the document?
Yes.
Whose handwriting is that?
It's handwriting. I believe it was the officer that I was speaking with, but that's my signature at the bottom.
That's your signature at the bottom?
Yes.
So this is what you told the officer, what the officer wrote down in your signature.
Yes.
And in this statement, it says, you're making this statement I can't read today. I make this statement of my own free will in the court without reward or intimidation. All of the above is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Do you see that written on that document?
Yes.
Okay. So, at 2123, military time, so I do my math, I can't do math. 923?
Yes.
On 5/28/23, you gave a statement to them?
Yes.
All right, and the question, did you see a kid with a gun? Answer, no. When he was running, he was holding his pants up. Is that what that says? Is that what that says?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see any weapons on the ground? The answer is yes, a gun by the tree. Did you see how the gun got there? Answer is no. You remember saying those things?
Yes.
Did you hear the owner say anything about the kid? Answer, you said no. Did you hear anyone say anything about being shot? The answer is no. Do you remember saying those things?
Yes.
And do you remember in this, you're saying that you heard a pop?
Yes.
You saw the kid fall down?
Yes.
You called 911?
Yes.
You parked the car and you walked and the owner was shaking him, trying to wake him up?
Yes.
You remember saying that?
Yes.
You said that you saw people run out of the store?
Yes.
The kid, the store owner?
Yes.
The owner and his wife?
His wife came after Mr. Chow.
And that you followed on Spring Tree? And the son in the corner, and the son and the owner had the kid boxed in?
Yes.
The kid fell down and they were on arm's reach of him? And that's
Yes.
when I heard the pop? You said that?
Yes, I did.
And you said that on May 28th, 2023, correct?
Yes.
At 9:23 in the evening, correct?
Yes.
And that was about an hour and some change after this incident took place, right?
Yes.
All right. I'd like to show slide 21, please, of State's Exhibit number 4. And while we're doing that, there's this question about 130 yards. Did you measure?
I didn't measure.
Do you know if the 130 yards is from the front door of the store or from the tip of the property when it goes off of their property onto the public road with Spring Tree?
I don't know where they were.
But did you have a
from.
clear vantage point?
I seen it all.
All right, so will you play that, please? All right, my wear glasses is hard to see. Is it light or dark outside?
It's light.
And that's a fair and accurate representation of what the weather conditions were like at 8:02 or so on May 28th, 2023?
Yes.
Was not dark.
It was not dark. It was dark at 9:22.
Now, you said in your direct, you saw Chow pointing at Cyrus.
Yes.
Cyrus was on his knees, getting up on the ground.
Yes.
And not too long after that, you realized that he'd been shot.
Yes.
And he passed away out there.
Yes, he did.
Do you know who shot?
Mr. Chow shot him.
That's all my questions.
Free roll.
Thank you, Your Honor. So I noticed in this statement that you gave, you say, I pulled into the store with my mom and I saw 4 people run out of the store.
Yes.
4 people. The kid, the son of the store owner, the owner, and his wife.
Yes. She picks the shoe up.
But you say here that you saw 4 people run out of the store.
Yeah, so Cyrus, then his son, and Mr. Chow. And a few seconds after that was his wife.
You didn't say that. You didn't know that these videos existed when you gave this statement.
Yes, I did. There's cameras all around that store.
I'm sorry?
There's cameras all around that store.
Oh, so you knew that there was going to be a video that would accurately reflect what really happened, not what you might
I didn't
say.
know this was going to take place at all.
And then you say in the statement, the kid fell down and they were all in arm's reach of him, and that's when I heard a pop. Right?
Yes.
You didn't say that you saw the pop.
Can you see a pop?
Well, you didn't say you saw a gun. You said the boy got up and tried to run and he fell back down. You never said you saw Mr. Chow shoot this young man. You never said you could see the young boy's hands and that he didn't have a gun because you couldn't see him.
That wasn't asked at that time. You see the question on that document. It wasn't asked.
Well, but you're there to make sure that you tell the story.
I was answering the questions I was asked.
I see. Well, nobody was in a hurry to finish, were they?
There was a lot going on. I was in a hurry to leave because I didn't want to be involved. My daughter was there. My niece was there. My mom was hysterical. There was a lot going on.
And there's nothing in here about this young man crawling to die.
I stated that he got back up when he passed away. After the second time he fell, that's when he crawled over to his passing point.
Well, ma'am, what you said is, if you need the statement, I can provide it to you. Here. You want to read along with me?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Well, I want to make sure that this is a fair opportunity to give about midway on that first page under A, colon, the sentence that begins with owner. You say in the next sentence, the kid fell down and they were all in arm's reach of him, and that's when I heard the pop. The boy got back up and tried to run and he fell back down.
Yes.
No crawling.
He tried to run
No Mr. Chow shot
and he fell
him.
back down. I wasn't asked that.
Okay.
They asked me what I seen.
And on the second page, you were asked, you say you saw a gun by the tree.
Yes.
And the tree you're referring to would have been within a couple of feet or a foot of where this young man died.
It wasn't a foot. It was closer to the road, but that's where the gun was found.
Right? And you were asked, did you see how the gun got there? And your answer was?
No.
No. Thank you.
All right, all done? Yes, sir. That's all the questions we have.
All right, Ms. Carter, you can step down. Thanks for being here. Or Carson, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to recess for the day. We'll get started again tomorrow, hopefully, at 9:30. Again, don't discuss the case with anyone, don't do any research on your own or anything of that nature, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning ready to go. Have a good evening.
Nothing at this time, Your Honor.
Anything?
Nothing on behalf of Mr. Chow.
All right, see y'all in the morning, radio at 9:30.